Hello, my name is Whitney Cook, and today we will be going over the Common Beliefs presentation. Our focus is the intellectual right of everyone to read or research what they want. And we will also be going over some censorship issues as well as activities that can be used to help promote intellectual freedom. The table of contents for this presentation includes a brief explanation on the intellectual freedom is every learner's right, goal, a project on banned books, and a Makerspaces project for exploring intellectual freedom as well. And of course, the references page. Intellectual freedom is the right of a person to access a variety of information based on their interests and choices. The concept also includes the freedom of speech. It is a school librarian's job to advocate and educate the community they serve on the importance of intellectual freedom and the freedom of speech. One way they can do this is by having an updated catalog system and collection that includes a wide variety of topics. For students, intellectual freedom can be difficult to express as the adults around them insist on censoring and banning material due to personal biases. Such biases often include an avoidance of sexual content, violence, racism, and inappropriate language, to name a few. Many challenges to books often come from parents who think that their content is inappropriate for their children. Intellectual freedom is important not only because it allows people to express themselves, but also because choice is a core value in democracy. For our first project, we're going to cover a banned books activity. One of the main barriers to intellectual freedom is banned or challenged books. This activity is designed to help students research why a book might be challenged or banned and help them understand the importance of intellectual freedom. The example here is designed for junior high and high school students, but adjustments can easily be made based on age group. For step 1, you want to have students choose a challenged or previously banned book. Exploring challenged and banned books is a great way to highlight intellectual freedom and choice. Encourage the students to be creative with their choices and detailed with their presentations. Students should research the books thoroughly and keep a journal with their progress, thoughts, and any questions that they may have. When the students do their presentations, they are free to have a PowerPoint, a trifold presentation, or something more creative if they choose. Allow the students to take turns presenting and encourage critical discussion over each. Make sure to ask questions like why they might think the book was banned or if it deserved to be banned. Our second activity, we're going to use a makerspace. Choose a book on the freedom of speech, such as Your Voice is Your Superpower, A Beginner's Guide to Freedom of Speech, and The First Amendment by Jessica and Sandy Bowier. Before reading the book, brainstorm some questions to ask the students to encourage discussion and critical thinking. After reading the book, discuss the book with the students and have the students use the makerspace to create something that shows they understood the lesson. Explain how even their art is a form of intellectual freedom and the freedom of speech. This type of activity is ideal for younger students in elementary or middle school. Remember, no matter what they choose to make, it should be based on the topic of the book, but it also needs to be up to their creative choice. The big picture is that learning is for everyone. Just as everyone has the right to speak their mind, everyone also has the right to learn and have equal access to information. Age and ability, while being important to consider, should not be used as barriers or excuses. Remember that censorship, especially self-censorship of others, is an infringement of their freedom. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Here are the references that were used to explain intellectual freedom, and for more information, please feel free to visit the American Library Association website.